Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Jason Phillips, Simpson County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Well, Jason, you have a great recipe for us, and I know you're an avid hunter, and you're going to show us today how to make a venison meatloaf.
Sure. Yeah, so I'm excited to be here with you today and to be able to share with our viewers the venison meatloaf. So everybody loves meatloaf. It's good any time of the year.
And it's pretty easy to make.
Yeah, this is a great cook wild recipe that we're gonna follow, and I'm excited to have it today.
All right, so we have some ingredients here, and we're going to get started by mixing those up in this large mixing bowl, right? And so the star of the show, obviously.
So we've got our ground venison. So we'll just place it in our large bowl here.
Okay.
2 pounds. These are 1 pound apiece.
All right, and then we have 2 cups of breadcrumbs. And that's going to kind of act as a binder along with 3 slightly beaten eggs.
Exactly. Thank you.
And then you're going to add the flavor, right? And so I know you have a 1/2 cup of chopped onions there. And then 1 cup of beef broth. And I think this is going to add enough moisture for the meatloaf to kind of bind together and stick together really well.
So we're just mixing this all together, and we're following the Cook Wild recipe.
And that's the crushed tomatoes, 1
crushed tomatoes.
And then we have a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and I think that's going to give it some really nice flavor. And you know, garlic is really great with beef, and so I would assume that it'd be really great with ground venison as well.
For sure.
And so we have a teaspoon of minced garlic. And then we have 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Both of those are in here, Jason, and so you can just add those in.
So we've got our mixture here. Thank you. And now we're just going to begin mixing well.
And you just want to mix until you get your ingredients incorporated, Jason. You don't really want to over mix because you can make that meat somewhat tough if you over mix.
Just evenly mixing.
All right, Jason, it looks like all your ingredients are incorporated there. And earlier you sprayed these 2 9x5 loaf pans. And you're just going to split the mixture into each one?
Yes, evenly. So we'll just take half and place in this pan. That looks like about half.
And we split these so that it'll cook evenly and it'll cook in a desired amount of time.
Right, this recipe really doesn't take that long. I think the entirety of the cooking time is only about 1 hour.
And you have plenty to feed your family and to eat the next day even.
Exactly. Yeah, meatloaf heats up really well. So, I mean, it's just as good reheated as it is when it first comes out of the oven.
All right, Jason, so we have these 2 beautiful loaves in here. We're going to make this sauce to go on top.
That's right. So we're going to start mixing. We've got some tomato juice, 2 cups.
And you can use the low sodium tomato juice if that's something that you need to look for. And then I think you have a tablespoon of vinegar, and that's going to add a little bit of acidity and a little bit of flavor there. It's going to kind of bring out some of the other flavors that are in the sauce. And then you're going to couple that with a little sweetness, right?
That's right. That's right. Here we go.
A tablespoon of brown sugar. And then to add some more kind of flavor is this dry mustard.
Yeah, this is sort of going to set off the whole dish. So then we'll just mix this together.
And then you just mix that together and pour it over the top of these meatloaf. And you cook them, I think we preheated the oven at 325.
That's right. Yeah, and so we'll just evenly pour this over each one. And this will give it that little extra pizzazz.
All right, Jason, this came out of the oven. It looks great. It smells delicious. And I think people really enjoy this recipe.
I really do, too. I'm very pleased. And now comes my favorite part.
Right, the eating. Right,
That's right.
Well, if you're interested in cooking this recipe, we have it available at all of our local extension office. It's Venison Meat Loaf with the Cook Wild series. Jason, I appreciate you coming and cooking with us today. And we appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show. Have a great day.